Digestive health specialists have long cautioned that with advancing age, our intestines may start accumulating waste that remains far longer than appropriate. Actually, it's estimated that numerous adults beyond age 60 could be carrying up to 2 pounds of accumulated residue inside their colon, waste that adheres to the intestinal walls like an invisible burden. This accumulation doesn't simply interfere with digestion, it gradually releases toxins back into your system, quietly impacting your energy, mood, and even immune function. The positive news? A gentle, natural solution can help you eliminate this hidden waste in just 3 nights using simple ingredients you likely already possess at home. You might be surprised by what you observe in your stool, and even more surprised by how you feel afterward. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you a time-tested, easy-to-prepare remedy that's brought relief to thousands of seniors struggling with constipation, bloating, and gut sluggishness. No harsh laxatives, no costly supplements, no complicated routines. However, before we explore the recipe, it's important to understand what's genuinely occurring inside your gut and why this hidden issue may be affecting much more than just your digestion. Before we continue, if you're not already subscribed, I suggest clicking that button and activating notifications so you won't miss future health guidance designed specifically for you. Should this video provide value, enter 1 in the comment section. If it doesn't, enter 0 so I understand how to create superior content for you. 1. Digestive issues in older adults. Understand to improve. As we grow older, many of us begin noticing subtle changes in our bodies: stiff joints, slower movements, perhaps less energy. However, one change that often goes unnoticed, or worse, quietly endured, is the shift in our digestive health. For seniors, the digestive system no longer operates as effortlessly as it once did. The meals we used to enjoy with ease now seem to sit heavier in the stomach. Bloating, irregular bowel movements, and that lingering feeling of fullness become all too common. Why does this happen? With age, our bodies naturally begin generating fewer digestive enzymes, those essential substances that help break down food. The muscles in our intestines responsible for pushing waste through the digestive tract also become weaker and less coordinated. Combined with a slower metabolism and a tendency to consume less water or eat less fiber, the result is a gut that simply doesn't move like it used to. For many older adults, this can produce chronic constipation, discomfort, and a growing reliance on laxatives or over-the-counter remedies, solutions that frequently treat the symptom, not the cause. Over time, this not only impacts the physical body, but also takes a toll emotionally. Living with digestive distress day after day can leave one feeling heavy, sluggish, and disconnected. It can quietly steal away the joy of eating, and with it, the joy of living fully. However, here's the positive news. Understanding the root of these changes represents the first step to reclaiming control. By recognizing what your body is experiencing, you can begin supporting it, not with quick fixes, but with gentle, consistent care. A healthier, more comfortable digestive system isn't out of reach. It's about reconnecting with the natural rhythms of the body and providing it the tools it needs to thrive. What if we told you that your gut health doesn't just affect your digestion, but also your mood, energy, and even your immune system? That the state of your colon might be silently shaping how you feel every single day. Let's take a deeper look into this remarkable connection, because the gut may just be holding the key to your overall vitality. If you're continuing to watch and discovering these insights beneficial, please type number 1 in the comments indicating your engagement. Now, let's advance to point number 2. 2. The deep connection between the gut and overall health. We often think of the digestive system as just a long tube that processes our food and eliminates waste. However, science and experience are teaching us something far more profound. The gut is deeply woven into the fabric of our entire well-being, especially as we age. This hidden network of nerves, bacteria, and biochemical messengers can generate ripple effects far beyond the stomach. Deep inside your abdomen lies what many researchers now call the second brain. This isn't just a metaphor. The gut houses over 100 million nerve cells, forming a complex neural network that communicates constantly with the brain through the vagus nerve. When the gut is inflamed, constipated, or out of balance, it doesn't just cause physical discomfort, it sends signals that influence your mood, sleep, focus, and even immunity. Ever felt foggy or low on energy after days of poor digestion? That's not your imagination. That's your gut communicating. Actually, nearly 95% of the body's serotonin, the chemical most associated with happiness and emotional well-being, is produced in the gut, not the brain. When your digestive system is struggling, the production of this vital chemical can be disrupted, producing feelings of sadness, anxiety, or emotional fatigue. This explains why so many seniors report unexplained changes in mood or energy, often without realizing that their gut may be the silent cause. The gut is additionally home to trillions of bacteria, many of which serve essential roles in digestion, immune defense, and even protecting against harmful inflammation. However, as we grow older, poor diet, medication use, and inactivity can reduce the number of beneficial bacteria, giving harmful ones room to develop. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, can quietly chip away at your resilience, both physically and mentally. So when we speak about gut health, we're not just discussing regularity or comfort. We're discussing how you feel when you wake up in the morning, how clearly you think, how deeply you rest, and how effectively your body defends itself. However, here's the most empowering part. You're not powerless in this. There are natural ways to support and restore balance, ways that are simple, time-tested, and surprisingly effective. So what if you could start this healing process with just a few familiar ingredients from your kitchen? Let's take a closer look at a method that has brought comfort and relief to countless seniors, and it only takes 3 nights. 3. A natural 3-night method. Simple, affordable, effective. In a world full of complex health routines, expensive supplements, and medications that often come with a list of side effects, the idea of a simple natural remedy can feel almost too good to be true. However, sometimes it's the simplest things, rooted in tradition and supported by the rhythms of nature, that have the greatest power to restore balance. This proves especially true when it concerns digestive wellness in our later years. Many seniors have quietly grown accustomed to the discomfort, the sluggish bowel movements, the bloating, the heavy feeling that doesn't disappear. They try fiber powders, over-the-counter laxatives, or restrictive diets that offer only temporary relief. But what if there were a gentle, effective way to reset your gut without harsh chemicals or costly routines? That's where this natural 3-night method comes in. It doesn't require a trip to the store or a prescription. Actually, the ingredients are likely already sitting in your kitchen: warm water, fresh ginger, and raw apple cider vinegar. When combined in the right way at the right time, specifically before bedtime, this simple mixture can work in harmony with your body's natural detox processes. The warmth of the water soothes the digestive tract, encouraging gentle movement. The ginger reduces inflammation and supports circulation, helping your body accomplish what it's meant to do: process, cleanse, and restore. And the apple cider vinegar? It helps balance the gut environment, feeding the beneficial bacteria that support not only digestion, but also immunity and mental clarity. What makes this method truly special isn't just its ingredients, it's the timing and intention behind it. By drinking this blend before bed, you allow your body to focus fully on healing overnight, when it's not busy digesting a large meal or responding to daily stress. In just 3 nights, many have reported lighter mornings, easier bowel movements, and a surprising sense of renewal, proof that healing doesn't always have to be difficult. So what exactly makes each of these ingredients so powerful, and how do they work together to gently clean out what the body no longer needs? The answer lies in their unique roles drawn from both ancient tradition and modern understanding. Let's take a closer look at why each part of this simple trio matters more than you might think. If you're continuing to watch and discovering these insights worthwhile, please type number 1 in the comments indicating your presence. Now, let's proceed forward with point number 4. 4. The specific benefits of each ingredient. It's easy to overlook the quiet power of everyday ingredients. After all, they sit humbly in our kitchen cabinets, used often but rarely appreciated for their deeper healing potential. Yet when brought together with care and intention, these simple elements can accomplish more than flavor a dish. They can become a form of medicine, especially for the aging body, which no longer responds well to synthetic solutions or aggressive treatments. Let's begin with warm water. It may sound ordinary, but for a digestive system that has slowed with age, warm water is a gentle lifeline. It relaxes the intestinal muscles, increases circulation, and softens waste that may have hardened over time. Drinking it before bed signals to the body it's time to release, not resist. For many seniors, just adding warm water at night begins to reverse years of irregularity. Then there's ginger, an ancient root with a long history of medicinal use. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory and digestive stimulant. It soothes the stomach lining, reduces gas, and supports the natural rhythm of intestinal movement. For older adults whose digestion has become sluggish, ginger offers a warm, comforting nudge, a reminder to the gut of its vital purpose. It doesn't force or irritate, it simply supports what the body wants to accomplish. And finally, apple cider vinegar, raw, unfiltered, and alive with natural enzymes. This isn't just a trendy health product. When taken in small, appropriate amounts, apple cider vinegar helps balance the pH of the gut, creating an environment where good bacteria can thrive. It supports the production of stomach acid, often reduced in seniors, aiding digestion at its earliest stage. It also gently flushes toxins and supports blood sugar balance, which is especially important in the older years. Together, these 3 ingredients form more than a mixture. They form a message to your body. I'm listening, I'm helping, I want to feel better. And remarkably, the body responds. However, while understanding the why behind these ingredients is empowering, the real transformation comes from knowing how to use them. The preparation, the timing, and the rhythm that makes this simple formula come alive. Let's walk through exactly how to prepare and use this 3-night method so it works in harmony with your body just as nature intended. 5. How to prepare and use it at home. Sometimes the most powerful forms of healing are the ones we create with our own hands, quietly, gently, in the comfort of our home. There's something grounding about preparing a remedy yourself, especially when it's rooted in simplicity. This 3-night method asks very little of you, yet what it offers in return can be deeply renewing. Start with presence. This isn't just another task before bed. It's a small ritual of self-care, one that tells your body, I'm paying attention. Begin by warming a cup of filtered water. Not boiling, just warm enough to soothe your hands when you hold the glass. This warmth is not only comforting, it's essential. It signals the body to relax, to open, and to prepare for rest and gentle release. Next, add a small amount of freshly grated ginger. Just half a teaspoon is enough. If fresh ginger isn't available, a pinch of powdered ginger will still offer support. Let the aroma rise as you stir. It's more than scent, it's medicine in the air, calming and familiar. Now add a tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Watch as it swirls into the water, clouding gently with the ginger. This simple blend is more than the sum of its parts. It becomes a soothing tonic for the gut, one that has helped many seniors find relief after years of discomfort. Stir slowly. Drink it calmly, about 1 to 2 hours after your last meal, just before bed, when the body is shifting into rest and repair. Don't follow it with food or additional drinks. Let it settle in and do its quiet work through the night. Do this for 3 consecutive nights. What's important isn't just consistency, it's trust. Trust that your body, given the right signals and support, knows how to cleanse, balance, and renew itself. But what can you actually expect after these 3 nights? Is it truly possible to feel lighter, clearer, even more energized from something so simple? The answer lies in what many have experienced once this ritual becomes part of their evening. And in the subtle, surprising ways, the body says, "Thank you." Let's explore what changes you might begin to notice, perhaps even from the very first morning. 6. What you may notice after 3 nights. Sometimes the body doesn't need loud changes. It simply needs to be listened to. When you begin supporting your system with gentle intention, you might be surprised at how quickly it responds. After just 3 nights of this simple evening ritual, many seniors have reported changes, not just in their digestion, but in the way they feel as a whole. The first morning, you may not notice much, or perhaps there's already a quiet shift. Maybe your stomach feels a little lighter. Maybe you go to the bathroom with a bit more ease. Even something as simple as a deep breath that doesn't feel stuck behind a bloated belly can signal that something within is beginning to move. By the second night, the difference often becomes clearer. Many individuals describe seeing darker, heavier stool, waste that may have been lingering longer than it should. Some notice mucus-like strands or a sour odor. While it may seem unsettling, it's actually the body releasing what it no longer needs, materials that have been weighing down the gut and, in some ways, the spirit. Then comes the third morning, and with it, for many, a remarkable sense of release. Some feel a wave of lightness, like a burden they didn't even know they were carrying has been lifted. Others speak of mental clarity, waking up with more energy or fewer aches. It's not magic, it's the result of helping the body accomplish what it's been trying to do all along: cleanse, reset, and restore balance from the inside out. These aren't dramatic transformations with fireworks and fanfare. They are subtle but meaningful signals that the body is functioning better and that you've taken a powerful step toward healing. Perhaps even more important, these moments remind us of something often forgotten: that aging does not mean surrendering our well-being. We still have agency. We can still feel better. But how do we hold on to this progress? How do we protect the balance we've begun to restore so we don't return to old patterns of discomfort? The key lies not in doing more, but in doing the right things consistently and kindly. Let's look at the simple habits that can help you keep your gut healthy long after this 3-night journey is complete. 7. How to maintain the results over time. The real beauty of this 3-night ritual isn't just in the relief it brings, it's in the message it sends. Your body is still capable of healing, of change, of surprising you. However, as with anything in life, the most meaningful changes are the ones we tend to gently, patiently, and consistently. Once you've given your body the space to reset, the question becomes, how do you honor that progress? How do you support the renewed rhythm within you? It begins with small, sustainable choices. One of the simplest habits you can embrace is drinking warm water with a squeeze of fresh lemon each morning. This practice, though modest, wakes up the digestive system, supports hydration, and prepares your gut for the day ahead. It's like a daily handshake with your body, kind, respectful, and strengthening. Adding more fiber to your meals can also make a profound difference. But don't think of fiber as a task or supplement. Think of it as nourishment for your gut's ecosystem. Foods like oats, chia seeds, leafy greens, apples, and pears provide both soluble and insoluble fibers that feed your beneficial gut bacteria. These fibers don't just help you go to the bathroom, they help you stay well from the inside out. Movement matters too. You don't need intense exercise, just a daily walk, gentle stretching, or time spent in nature. Movement keeps the bowels active, but it also lifts the spirit and sharpens the mind. It's not only good for digestion, it's essential for aging with grace and vitality. Just as important is knowing what to reduce. Highly processed foods, added sugars, and heavy fried meals burden the gut, slow down digestion, and feed inflammation. Replacing them with whole, nourishing foods is a quiet act of self-respect, and over time, your body will thank you in ways you can feel. What's powerful about all of this is that none of it requires perfection. It only asks for care. The same care you offered during the 3-night cleanse can now guide your everyday habits. Simple, mindful, and gentle. And yet, as we reflect on all these shifts, physical, emotional, even spiritual, there remains one final truth to consider, perhaps the most important of all. What does it really mean to age well, to feel at home in our bodies as the years go by?